Hello, and welcome back to Dice Droppings, Song of Ice and Fire role-playing game. I'm Tony Brogop. I'm your storyteller. This is House Weirlight. Say hi, House Weirlight.
Hello.
Hi, House Weirlight.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for my black bar of death still.
So long since I could say that.
All of us have old people sense of humor.
Tony hasn't said it in like 5 sessions. I've been waiting so long to jump back on it.
There's a reason. Yeah. So everyone's doing good. I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna come at each of you because some stuff I think is gonna start going down soon. So I just want to get to know each of you before you guys leave.
Thanks.
I want to get familiar and get consent before I start attacking.
I want to know how to torment you the best. So.
Indeed. All right. So yep. But yeah, Heather, how are you? How's everything going?
Me?
Yeah, you, Heather.
I'm fine.
The other Heather.
The secret doppelganger.
Yes.
Yeah. But how you doing, Heather?
I'm doing okay. I've been doing some gardening.
You doing some gardening? That's very
Mhm.
cool. You got like did you what do you? I know you last time we spoke about that you had gotten some new things for your vegetable garden.
So I'm growing a strawberry wall,
Oh,
which is a trellis that I have fitted with a bunch of pots so that I can grow strawberries vertically because I live in a second floor apartment.
very
And I am
cool.
growing Parisian carrots,
Oh my!
which are carrots that are that big and round.
Oh, I had no idea what a Parisian carrot was.
They
Very cool.
they look like little carrot bombs.
Little carrot bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, very nice. Like anything new to share besides your carrot bombs?
Got a raise at work. That's nice.
Hey, that's always good. Unless it isn't, but I bet it whiz.
Wait.
Also, it was
More
raised
money.
in like weird money and like weird
More,
currency.
boo, more money. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ugh.
I understand.
Now I
Right.
must participate even more in capitalism. Why?
Rah.
Ew, gross. All right, Aaron F. How you doing? It's been a bit.
It has. A couple of days. It's been okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Like, mhm.
yeah. I didn't get a raise, so I guess not capitalism.
Capitalism, not as good.
Not good for me as particularly, but it's okay. It's busy because graduation season, so everyone wants food, and they're like, but.
That's right, because you work at a bakery, right?
Mm-hmm.
How's that been the past few days?
Scale of 1 to 10. How much do you want to die?
Well, with all of the combined facts of what's going on in the world right now, let's
Yeah.
put that at like a good solid 11 for most of the day. But then, then my favorite coworkers come in, and it goes down to a 7, and I was like, okay. And then we listen to Hamilton, and then it's like, all right, now it's back to a 5. It's like, good right in the middle there. So
Good right in
it takes
the
a bit.
I think very nice, very nice. Awesome, and of course you got your Weirlight colors on.
I do, gotta support. I'm hoping it'll bring me luck. It didn't necessarily last game, but I think that was more my fault than anyone else's. So hopefully
You were just wearing
this-
purple last time.
I was too one-sided. I gotta be like right. I gotta show both colors.
Yep.
Represent both sides of our house. So I think this
Exactly.
will work, and
There you
hopefully
go.
I'll learn from my mistakes.
Appease those blood gods.
Mm-hmm.
Blood,
Yeah.
blood, blood.
Yeah.
So I'm
Alright.
grateful for not dying last
Indeed.
week. So whew.
Hey, Jesse, how you doing, man? How's everything?
Well, still waiting on some more capitalist income, but
Mm-hmm.
besides that, I've been having a very weird sleep schedule.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
But
Feel
you
like
have a
I
new
definitely
mic.
tried.
It finally arrived.
Oh yes, but I do have a few new things. As you may notice, everyone,
I did know
new
that.
headset. It's not a new one; it's an old one, but I got the ability to plug it in with My new microphone.
Whoa! Microphone!
Look at that.
It finally came in the mail.
Awesome.
Like, I got it like an hour before we started.
No, perfect.
Maybe no, more than that. 2 hours before we started, got it set up, got on the Discord with Aaron H.
Mhm.
Got it all situated. But yeah,
Awesome.
overall doing good.
Good. Yeah, we haven't played Star Wars in a while.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah. Did you? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
think.
also noticed you ignored us yesterday.
I do every other week. Remember? I wouldn't have been able to do it otherwise.
Of course,
So next week I can. I'm pretty sure I can. I'm itching to get back to it. It's good stuff.
we all
I bet.
get on that Jack Calder.
Jack Calder, all that good stuff. All right, Bailey, how are you? That's right.
Hello.
I'm
doing
here.
Good.
I'm at you now, Bailey. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm tired. I'm always
Uh-huh.
tired.
Mhm.
I am 20 years old, so that's kind of my baseline.
Mhm.
But, I don't know. No one's asked you how you are yet, Tony. How are you?
What?
The Clarissa play.
It wasn't
Yes.
that was a rhetorical question, Tony. We were concerned for a
I'm
bit.
sending good vibes your way then.
That's
No.
masterful. A masterful flip.
Indeed, it
Good
is
diversion.
quite. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. I do appreciate that.
course.
But don't change the subject.
Yeah. Now, Bailey, what do you think about capitalism? What shows your
Oh. Well-
Bert, yeah.
Bailey, give us your opinions on late stage capitalism.
Let's just say
21st century America.
I got tear gassed last week, so if that says anything
You
about
told
my
us.
opinions on
Yes.
capitalism,
Sorry
I
about that.
think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, been doing good.
Other than that,
That's good. Anything? You said you've been super tired. Is that just because of the combination of being 20, of being school and of school, and of course being active in the community?
Yeah, being active. That's the big issue here.
Mhm.
Also, I'm an event planner for my university, so I've been
Oh.
in a ridiculous amount of Zoom meetings and email chains, and I want it to end.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, this is why I'm glad I have these little talks so we can get to know things. Very cool. I did not know you did that.
Yeah.
And that has been filling you with stress.
Stress and joy and purpose.
Oh,
So-
and joy and purpose. That's
Yeah.
good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's not just a harrowing obligation. It is
Correct.
something you are passionate about, but at the same time is innately stressful.
Correct. That's the nature of the job.
Understood. Well, you still managed to come out here and and you look great. Look at
Oh,
you with your
thank you.
hair
Ah,
and your
thank you.
and your makeup and your glasses. Look, it's so nice. What things for they come out besides, even though you are very tired.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll be
Yeah.
here every week.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And of course, Aaron H,
Hi.
my partner in this. How are you?
I'm a lovely bundle of stress, but that is life right now.
Yeah, that's right. Because you're that whole thing with your
Yeah,
with
working
the-
for a nonprofit arts right now is super
Ugh.
great.
It's the best.
It's the best.
Oh God.
Yeah.
We need to have like a read through game session again for I needed that. I've missed that, man. We used to do those.
Who knows? Maybe one day we'll share our nerd sessions with the stream of
That
hey,
yeah.
hey, guess what? We found a game. Join us as we digest this thing.
Yeah, essentially- I
It
mean, that's-
normally devolves into character creation, which I
It always
apologize.
does. I
I
don't
would
know.
watch that.
Apologize.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm a lovely bundle of stress, and just trying to tell myself, you know what? I'm the only person in my department, and I work off site. It'd be real stupid if they fired me.
Exactly.
So
I would be literally shocked because I cannot just all the things we've talked about over the years. It's just if they fired you, I would be irate.
if they fired me before I found another job so that I could go, I'm leaving, that's a problem.
Yes, exactly. Because
That's a
I
problem.
mean, you need to get with that Jim Henson Museum. You need to get that with the Disney.
I would take it. Nobody else knows what I do. Basically, I work for a nonprofit's performing art in New York City, and with all the times going on, no one's gonna want to come in. So that's basically the issue at the moment. But yeah, other than that, I have this, and we're kind of crafting up extra content that we can share.
It's true.
So we're trying to come up with more, and maybe
Yeah.
if people are active in chat, we can see suggestions and include them in a conversation. Can't promise if any of it would happen, but it'll come up in a conversation.
I've actually started to work up a little camera setup for those like bite-sized rules things we talked about.
Yes, we're looking for more YouTube content also, so we are looking to add more.
I've
but yeah.
And then, of course, I mean, I know the answer to most of this, but I can't let them feel left out. Serena.
Who looks fabulous, yeah.
Hi.
Who always
Hi.
Thank you guys. You're so sweet.
I think, how are you?
Good.
That's okay.
She's a master hair cutter now, man.
It's true. You are. If you guys noticed, yeah, she cut my hair, and it looks great. We were both just like,
do this and hope for the best.
Yep. She just handed me a pair of razor, and I was like, okay. YouTube, don't fail me now.
it's very useful. But like everything going well with you.
Mm-hmm.
You got more auditions, right?
Yeah, a couple of them. Voice acting auditions are taking off a lot more now that people are home. So that's nice. But yeah, one step at a time. As anyone can go through.
Of course. All right. Well, that was nice. I'm glad I got to talk to you guys for a
Now
little
that
bit.
you've lulled us into a false sense of security, please throw something in our face.
And now that I know.
Yeah, because it's just I feel like when we start sitting up, I can't talk to anyone. I'm doing a million things, and then we start, and then I'm ruining all of your lives and filling you with stress. And then I leave.
I have that outside of here. It's fine.
And then I leave like some horrific god from beyond.
And I feel like I don't get to talk to you guys enough.
We have the brief decompression like after the session, but that's like it.
Yeah, and I want to do that more. So now I forced you to do it live.
Awesome.
You can't get away from me. You have to be nice.
Damn it, David got away scot-free.
He did.
Damn him.
Well, he was my roommate for a year, so he got enough.
This is true. He's also currently with family, which is why he's not with us tonight.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
All right. So, last time, some things happened, and before we really get into it, I do want to address something about the Chronicle system. For those of you who don't know, that's actually what this game system is called. It is called the Chronicle system. It is just this, we're using the setting of Game of Thrones to use it. But a lot of people who sort of became into the land of tabletop games really got their start in Dungeons & Dragons. And in Dungeons & Dragons, the major concept is, of course, you must work together as a party to slay monsters and get loot. Like, that's like the thing.
Murder hobos.
Right? And while, of course, their party conflict does happen, PvP is sort of rare in Dragons because you sort of like, well, we got to keep going, we got to do stuff. But in the
frowned upon,
yeah,
You don't want to kill your teammates, but
because it's like, well, we have to adventure because these are the characters and blah. But in the Chronicle system, I will say it is different. This is a game where it's not like you're ever encouraged to do player versus player things, but it happens. You guys are flawed, multidimensional, like nobles and like Nymora.
And Nymora.
I mean, Nymora's got noble blood.
And
We
also,
love Nymora.
She's our emotional
and
glue.
Peggy.
And Nymora. How's Weirlight? Yeah. Great.
that you have your own, opinions and views, and this group does not function like a D&D party, and it's not supposed to. In a D&D party, generally, it's like we decide things together, and while that can happen in this game, sometimes there are just positions that are supposed to divvy out stuff, and there are other characters who are more in a servant position, a lot of Clarissa's past actions have been motivated by something Tidrick or Vivian has told Clarissa to do, and that's okay, and we're all okay with it. It is Game of Thrones. We asked for Game of Thrones. This Game of Thrones is what we got. So just wanted to kind of go over that with everybody, go through that, and know that there are some things with player versus player, and player versus intrigues do happen, and that's not necessarily frowned upon here. Now, normally we will try to get through everything through role play in interplayer things, but if something feels like we want to do that, that's not a big deal, and I hope nobody treats it as a big deal. It's okay. Now, of course, last time, some events happened. We met some characters. Of course, the small thing that nobody's thinking about is the fact that Henrik went off by himself into the city, and and unfortunately, due to a misstep in, I guess, trusting a very untrustworthy person, got himself kidnapped, abducted for ransom. He was saved at the last moment by a mysterious, mysterious to Henrik, but unmysterious to us. We discovered the bastard of Clarissa's cousin, Lars Flowers, rescued Henrik.
A nice, upstanding man.
Really nice guy who's got, I'm sure, no ulterior motives whatsoever.
I'm sorry, who are we talking about? I don't know this person.
It's okay.
I don't know anything different.
Not before Henrik got quite beat on by the individuals, as they are not doing. Henrik's not doing super great right now. It is very unknown why Lars did this. From his demeanor when it came in, it seemed like he was not concerned about Henrik and just let him leave, and seemed more concerned about getting something from these people. We found out some other things, of course. Clarissa found a dilapidated old stable that seemed to once house Lars Flowers and another strange man of mixed blood and all white clothing, who seemed to know Clarissa by name. Very, very mysterious. We, of course, briefly met the older brother of Vivian Weirlight, Sir Michael Adderfell, the Knight of the King's Guard, sworn protector of John Arryn, Hand of the King, Warden of the East, Master of the Mountains of the Lord of the Eyrie, several other titles.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. The game where nouns are important. Keep going, man.
Right. Where we briefly did meet John Arryn and Lord Peter Baelish,
Mhm.
if only but for a brief moment. However, where normally everyone would probably think we start with Henrik being brought back, as Henrik was found by Naimora and two other guardsmen.
Micah and
And John.
Jean.
Jean.
Yeah, Jean,
Jean.
Jean and
Yep.
Micah.
Our two favorite, yeah.
And is currently in the process of being brought back.
escorted.
Yes.
Yes. Now,
Sorry.
I know a lot of people messaged me about what they want to happen and what to do and questions and things like that. And I had to, with a very straight face, answer all of them to the best of my ability. But everyone here know things happen. So, as we basically come in into the main common room in the Green Tree Inn, the inn that currently our house Weirlight is staying in, and we kind of zoom in. Tidrick, you said you were waiting in the common room.
Yes.
Excellent. So, Tidrick, while sitting there, you notice just recently Orton Lucas seemed to have gotten back from wherever he had gone out. He seems to have a new book with him, and he is currently reading it off in a corner. He seems quite engrossed in it. You also notice the two Dornish knights are as well, seemingly just maybe preparing themselves for the parade later today. Notes. When it was this point that Kale and Cord, your two men who seem to have been waylaid for something to do with the tent at the Green, come in. Their clothes are a little damp, as if they maybe have just thrown, as if they were maybe dirty a bit ago. They are talking as they come in. They see you, and they kind of look at each other, and they both very quickly begin to go towards you, Tidrick. And Cord, being the senior one, kind of goes, might we speak with you privately?
Yes. Let us go to the room.
Nods. So yeah, you go back to the room. I believe your room currently does have Lady Vivian and her handmaiden Jennifer, as of course they need to decide what certain things go with certain things for the welcoming feast tonight, as this is a very key event.
We're going to go with Henrik and Thorsten's room.
Fantastic. All right. Yeah, no problem.
I was already planning on.
Yeah. So, as you enter the room, and they close the door behind them. Cord, Lizzie goes, my lord, I know the men told you that we were delayed with the tent business, but it was a little bit more than that. Sabotage and vandalism, sir.
Really?
Yes. Someone had he looks like he's trying to find a light way of something. And he goes,
Someone had
smeared shit.
dinner?
like on our tent. In the words murderers. More than one time. So we had to make sure no one saw that. We had to use a lot of extra coin to get it clean and keep people quiet. Lady Vivian did make it clear to many of the men of the need of what did she say, Kale? Proper presentation in front of their people. Like that sounds right, Kale. And it's more than just that. Someone tried to steal some of the Lord Henrik's tournament lances. We stopped them. The problem was we couldn't see who they were, and there was a lot of them. And it seemed while we were continuously cleaning, we suffered a lot of harassment. So we feel you should know that. Also, we thought that you would very much like to know as about your horse. Oh.
Jesse?
Oh no, Jesse might have dropped.
Oh no.
Oh damn.
Oh, no.
Oh
Jesse,
no.
it was at a good moment. Jesse, your thing is green, but we can't hear you. I don't know if you're talking right now. Oh. No. Such a tense moment.
Such a bad moment.
Not
to
the
drop.
horse.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
Jesse,
We
hello.
hear you a little bit.
Did you lose internet or?
Yeah, I lost internet.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Name.
excuse me while I deal with some video alignments and things like that.
Of course.
Oh no. No, it's still saying that you're there, Jesse.
Yeah, I see the thing. It's just it's
Yeah.
just no image.
His face
Well-
isn't there. Yeah.
It wasn't working for my video, and I have nobody
No,
else.
you're
No
good.
other
Don't
people
worry
else
about
have videos on mine. So I'm just going to stay on my phone for the rest of the session.
That's all right.
Understandable.
I will edit
Hmm.
as video shifts.
All right. So Tedric, they say, did you know about your horse?
What about my horse?
It seems one of the stable boys tending the houses was killed last night. His head was crushed. We don't know what happened, but your horse was out of its pen, and we got it back in, but we don't really know anything if it's hurt or not. But we did try and clean it the best we could.
Clean it?
Nods.
Out with it, man.
Same thing happened to your horse. The tents.
one thing to do it to our tents, it's another thing to do it to a living.
They nod.
And I assume this poor boy was just in the wrong place at the wrong time when.
That's what we think. So yeah.
All right.
We were wondering if you wanted to go inspect your horse because we don't know if it's injured or not.
Well, it's a good thing I haven't bathed for the feast tonight yet.
Nice.
All right. Let's go.
All right. You, Cord and Kale, go to the stables in the green.
The green.
In the green. Yeah. So we will come back to you in a moment. But Mariella,
Hi.
you and Constance are, of course, picking out what you'll wear to the parade, which, of course, is not what you're going to wear to the welcome. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because you have to sit there and you might
sweat.
Sweat.
Yeah.
Which you can't have people know you sweat.
Ladies don't sweat. What is that? We glisten. We don't sweat. We glisten.
Exactly. So you and Constance are talking about what, of course, makeup goes with what. When you do get a knock on your door, a very low knock,
Okay.
Constance goes over and looks up and then down, and it seems one of the Pims
One
have
of the
returned,
Pims, yes.
and hands a note up to her and takes it, and then she like throws him like a little like 2 bits essentially, and he just like takes it and scuttles off.
Rabbit coin child, yes, got it.
And so she goes, it's from Michelle.
Lovely.
And she like she, as you're like kind of like in a thing, she kind of like and she smiles at you and goes, well, I'm happy to have you know, darling, that all the preparations we just made are pointless. And she hands you the note.
Lovely. I proceed to read the note.
It's from Michelle, and you did state what you're going to be wearing to the welcome feast. She said that basically she states that
I basically stated what I had packed and what I had intended to wear. Yes.
Exactly, yeah. So she said that the dress you had intended, she doesn't think would complement her enough.
Okay.
Like her enough. So what you should wear is basically she stated basically these other colors which
consist of.
Let's see here. It would be more like a brighter color, kind of more like a periwinkle, and she then also said pink and and white if you had it. She said would complement her much better. And Constance is just like
oh man. Into the Pinterest page.
And Constance is like, all right, so what do
Oh man. I knew this would happen. It's why I've got a Pinterest page.
She's like, darling, what are we going to do?
Oh my god. This makes me very happy. What I actually had in mind was it's basically like a periwinkle.
Right.
Yeah, so I will probably rummage around, and it's like I was really hoping to possibly save this for the closing festivities as opposed to The opening. Is this what she says for the banquet or for the ceremony? Because
No, so she specifically says for the wedding feast, not the wedding feast, the welcoming feast.
The welcoming feast. Okay.
Specifically for the welcoming feast. It doesn't seem like she cares what you wear for the parade because you're not gonna be sitting near. You're not gonna be sitting next to each other during the parade. You guys have like your own sections in the boxes.
We're sectioned off. We're probably not super sitting near her, anyways.
Yeah, I mean you're in like the reach section, but like you're not really near her.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, for the feast, this is what she the color and style she more requests, and it's just
awesome. Well, if she wants that color, I just sent you the pin of probably the dress, but slightly less floofed.
Okay.
Less fluffy.
less floofy?
Less floofy. It's the closest she's gonna get to a periwinkle that I have on hand. Because Mariella does not really rock pink. She rocks like maybe like mauves with some
obviously
pink in it.
It would be a lot more covering than that because you don't
No,
don't
totally.
show your shoulder.
No.
What are you in a brothel?
No.
Crazy.
Obviously not. But like that kind of color with the embroidery and that kind of
basically if you to think it's very like a cover down very much made of a gossamer kind of like lace almost periwinkle kind of leaning towards a bit more of the purple like side than the kind of mixed blue with flower embroidery going all up the front.
Yeah, and it's probably like kind of like a wing, like a very slight cap kind of thing on the shoulder because again, she's a noble lady.
And the sleeves are more like draped like draped like gossamer I think hangings probably bound by something on your wrist than an actual sleeve. Very nice. I like it.
Would have preferred to save it for later, but
no,
I don't think she'll appreciate how my coloring complements this at all. But it's what she asked for.
She did. It is what she asked for, because she's a Shella. And Constance is like, this is a good idea. You should definitely do what a Shella says. I mean, did you hear what happened to like Brandita Mayastock?
Some, but probably not all the details.
Yeah, I'd rather not go into it personally. Do that. I gossip. But I heard.
But you would definitely help forewarn me of.
Of course. I'm just saying, there's a reason Brandita is not at the tournament and probably won't be seen at a lot of other tournaments for a long ways to come. Just be very wary.
That was my general intention of
Great.
spending some time and then hopefully being summoned away by my mother and being able to excuse myself from her presence for as much of the evening as I can.
Question though, darling, my absolute dearest, my lady.
Yes, Constance.
You're not going to need me at the welcoming feast, are you?
Did you find some other entertainment that could be better suited for your time?
Listen, Mariella, we don't have ambitious driving mothers like looking for husbands. For some of us has to find it.
I would never
the
dare.
Event of the season.
No, I fully understand. I would never try to stand between you and your prospects.
I do appreciate that.
All I ask for is you help share some of what should be entertaining. Because as you can see, and I kind of hold up the letter, I will be, and just kind of like looking at it.
Yeah, she honestly goes, I completely understand. I just don't want, when I'm going to talk to these gentlemen, you near me, because they're going to then, your family's better than mine, darling, and you're gorgeous. And it's just, I need a chance. Not that I'm not utterly desirable, but do I scream marriageable.
I think that you are a very strong and witty individual, and it might take a certain kind of man to be able to compliment you.
Unfortunately, I am a rare breed, I know. Uh, I think she nods though. He goes, so I think I am going to be looking for some prospects, or just if that fails, I mean, don't wait up.
Should I possibly keep an eye out for others that I see in attendance?
Oh no, I've already marked a few. She's just like,
Please enlighten me, because I'm gonna need at
Oh, no,
least something
afterwards, perhaps. I'll
after.
give you some details, perhaps. I'm sure you'll figure it out. That you'll find out some.
We're not talking about court again, are we? And just like kind of like
No.
a raised eyebrow. It's like kind of a tease from the other day.
I just goes like, no, not tonight.
Well, if perchance I see you before we retire this evening, please tell me something good, because I have no idea how I'm going to enjoy most of the evening.
You're going to have to find a way to navigate through the viper is the Reach Court. I think, darling, and Ashella and all those girls, they are the in crowd.
I know this.
I know they're a nightmare, but use it, girl. You have it. Like show that power. Show that cunning. I know that you're always there. You're always reading something that makes me think that you can do things. People who read can do things.
Well,
I mean, I can read. I just decide to do.
Why
interesting
would
things with
you
my
when you
time.
can just ask me what it is I'm reading and I can just give you a summary and then you look intelligent?
I mean, don't just out me like that. But yes, but yes, essentially. But she just nods and goes, I am glad you understand. This event is very important to my father.
Do you know if he's here?
My father? Oh, that's right. I don't really talk about him. No, my father can't walk. He lost his legs in the rebellion. And now we have to go be paraded in men who. It's the best.
Yes.
But this it's important to him that I find someone here, and I really do appreciate you letting me do that.
Well, since you told me that I can unintentionally cause a distraction for whomever catches your eye, but if there is someone that does not catch your eye and you need an excuse.
Oh yes, I'm sure I have many, but I will keep you in mind. Thank you.
I'm sure it won't be hard to find me. You just need to hear the very loud opinions of a Reach woman.
Nods. We are friends, right?
Like to think so. You've been with our house for how long now?
I don't count.
Well, it's been long enough for you at least to treat me like an individual as opposed to just the lady of the Weirlight house.
Of course. I'm glad. I'm glad to know that. It's hard to tell sometimes.
I didn't realize I was so inscrutable.
I mean, I just meant in general. Don't blow yourself up. All right, well, let's.
I would never claim to be Clarissa, ever.
Like, what do you think Clarissa does all day?
I don't know,
Because
but
I-
I'm hoping to actually have word with her before.
Because I
the
don't know,
ceremony.
because she's so gorgeous, but she wears pants. And
Not always.
often. So I'm just thinking, what is she doing? Like, what does she go and do that she needs pants, you know?
Well, sometimes it could be Birch. You don't necessarily would like a hound his size to mess up some of your finer
Well, I was
dresses.
trying to imply something bawdy, but all
I
right, sure.
imagine so, but I
Sure.
figured I would take delight in trying to refuse you that.
Mm. Right. Well, anyway, let's get you looking well for your lord and master Ashella. And
Who
she
knows,
begins
if
to-
I'm lucky, maybe one of yesterday's entertainment can help extricate me from that.
So she begins to help you get ready.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Vivian, you are, of course, getting ready for the parade with Jennifer. She is holding things up, and you guys have been trying everything. You had an idea, but after you got here, everything's been out the window.
It's been raining, and I thought it was going to be one thing. No. It's terrible. It's all terrible.
It's beautiful. My lady, and you would look gorgeous in all of these.
I appreciate that, Jennifer, but it's just not enough.
She nods. And then she kind of brings you two different parts of dresses. What about this with the gold rouge, and just sort of kind of does her thing that Jennifer does, which helps you make decisions.
It's true. Ooh, I like that. No, actually, it's quite good.
She nods, goes, all right then. And then she kind of raises her hand. She goes, my lady, could I talk to you for a moment?
Yes.
It's about the welcoming feast tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if if you would need me on duty.
Do you have other plans?
Well, it's just there's not been a lot of opportunities, and this is the event of the season, and one of my duties as a daughter is to find a husband, and I was sort of hoping to use the welcoming. There's many knights and other minor lords here that I was hoping to talk to.
Well,
I know you know, but my father's a knight.
is he in the tourney this year? Or in this tourney, actually?
No, my father is he's he's gotten he took an injury, so he doesn't really compete much anymore as of late. But you understand that it is a drive of young ladies. I mean, one of the reasons being your handmaiden is to learn things from you, and I've learned a lot. But I also would like to one day make my family proud.
Of course. Well, I don't see why there should be. No, I won't need you at the feast. I think once we have
She
picked
looks
out
very happy and has a big
Mhm.
smile on her face, like, thank you, my
Mhm.
lady. I very much appreciate it.
Naomi, are there any young men that you have in mind for?
She nods.
Oh, tell me, I could perhaps
She shakes her head and goes, "No, no, that's quite all right, Lady. I know you. I mean, you have all the things going on with Geralt, like with Garrick's uh, squireship in the play, and of course Mariella and Henrik, and of course the entire Tyrell court's going to be there. I know you have so much on your plate. I you've taught me well enough. I will be able to handle it on my own. Thank you, though. I do appreciate that.
Doubt it. You're able to put together pieces far better than I ever could, so you will certainly do any husband proud.
She smiles like real big.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, my lady.
Mm-hmm.
I've always looked at you for an inspiration,
Hmm.
and I don't know if I ever could be a kind of lady of your caliber, but I think having been in your service, I will be a better lady than I could have on my own.
Oh. I'm glad I was able to teach you something.
She nods. But no matter what, I am very glad you picked me. I know you have many other handmaidens, but you seem to always take me places.
Well, you naturally have what I think few Reach girls have learned is to listen. People tend to forget that in higher positions.
She nods. Well, I think it maybe helps that I'm not a Reach girl.
That's right. Well,
Yeah, I'm from the mountains of the moon.
hmm.
Yes, my lady? She's kind of like looks at you.
No, question. Would I have known that or no?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you did, but I don't think you've been thinking about it. And
That's very true. Okay.
you picked her when she was like 12, and that was a long time ago.
That's true. That was forever ago. How old is she
19? Like,
now? God.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, that would help. You not
Sorry,
being from
19, 17, excuse me.
17. Okay. Well, I hope you have a great evening, Jennifer.
She nods. I'm like, thank you. Like, well, we're not done organizing you yet. So
Oh, no, not at all. You still have to do that thing that you do with my hair that makes it. I'm not
yes,
sure.
I call it trussing.
Mm-hmm. That thing.
Yeah. So she will continue to fix you up. All that good stuff. Tedric, are you there? Jesse?
I am here.
All right. So Tedric, you come to the stables. It takes you a bit to get there, but eventually you do. You notice like preparations for the parade on the way there. Like people have cleared out certain spaces. Barriers have sort of been erected. City Watch, gold cloaks have sort of begun to get into position. By the time you get to the stables, which a lot of the horses have begun to taken out for cleaning and prepping for the march down the way. You do come and you do find your horse. And it seems very upset. Like it's making a lot of noises, jittering a lot. Now your horse, what is its name again?
Carabos.
Is what? Carabos, that's right. Yeah, so Carabos, he seems very upset. However, he is not covered in shit currently.
Well, that is good.
What would you like to do?
I suppose I will go up and try and calm him down,
All right. So that would be an animal handling test.
which I cannot roll.
I will roll for you.
And I only have ride, so
Right. Yes. Oh, that's not it. House Weirlight. There you are. Tedric.
First roll of the night, and it's right below Rent a Squire.
Yep.
I knew we should have cleared that.
The conversations we have before the stream.
5. Unfortunately, Carlos is very upset. You try to grab at him and calm him, but he just seems jittery and a bit bucky. It might be because maybe he's hurt. You're not really sure.
Your animal handling really only one?
it's 2.
It's 2.
But only
Oh,
one.
there's a wound marked because of injury. Okay, yeah. Let's re-roll that then.
You can just
Well,
roll another
Another
d6.
Yeah. Let's roll another d6.
Oh, that's
Okay,
11.
6. Okay, 11. No, you definitely do calm down, Carabos. You grab him by his kind of mane, and then you make sure he sees you, and you just begin to pet his snoot, and then calm him down. You calm him down enough that you can kind of look him over. Someone took his shoes.
What?
His horseshoes.
Yeah.
He will need to be reshoed.
And this is who's with me? The 2 nights?
Cord and Kale.
Cord and Cal. Cord.
So
Apparently somebody stole his shoes.
Cord's face is like, oh my, wow.
He needs to be reshoed immediately.
Understood, sir. And he calls for basically the several different people kind of attending there, and it seems a lot of them are busy. So it will take a bit before your boy is reshoed.
Remind me, that blacksmith that kind of, his daughter accosted us.
Yeah.
I know he made horseshoes.
Mm-hmm.
Does he shoe horses?
You know, he did mention he does shoe horses.
I think he mentioned specifically, sorry, I was like, my lord, if you ever need, a horseshoe or something.
Yeah.
Remember that, sorry.
I will have word sent to him.
Absolutely. Yeah, Kale will of course, my lord. And will run off to find Tom Smith. Yeah. And if you wait there, he will definitely come and negotiate a price, which is literally an amount of money you've never really had to deal in because it's so tiny. And you're like, what do you get charged for this? And he's like, it's like, well, generally, you have full horseshoe and like all this size and this thing and like a silver stag, and you're like, oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You need to have a single silver stag on you.
he has some.
It's just
I think I would have at least a few.
Yeah, you do. A few hundred.
It's probably the smallest currency he has, though.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No.
Like, it's just a bit, sir. I'm sorry, a what? A copper bit.
What was that?
What's copper?
We use copper and other things. What are you asking for copper?
Yeah, exactly.
He's
But yeah,
talking about
you-
copper belongs in pipes.
Yeah, so he will manage to reshoe it, but a few moments after you've calmed him down, he to sort of like act up again. And if you want, you can kind of try and give a look over to see what is wrong with him.
Definitely.
Yeah, this would probably. I mean, this would definitely be like would be a healing diagnosis check.
Gosh, where's Thorsten when you need him?
Right. 6. If that is actually enough. Way to go.
Once again, it's rolling only 1.
Oh, is it? No, I rolled 2.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
4 and 2.
My bad.
Yeah, no, it did a 4 and a 2. So you look around and you realize someone has apparently shoved a piece of ginger up his ass.
Oh my fucking god.
As Tedric, you would know that is a very common like cheating tactic that people don't really do anymore, but it's a thing like people would try to for like jousts, people would do that to make the horses upset. It's also how Cord will actually tell you because of who his father was. He goes, salesmen would always do that. It's called gingering. They would shove ginger up old beaten nags' asses to make them seem more lively. Like they have more energy in them, but they don't. They just have ginger up their ass. How you feeling, Dietrich, about all this?
Rather upset. Get it out of there. I mean,
Cord goes, of course, sir. And we'll just. Caleb's just like, oh.
I'm gonna hold on to
Yeah.
the front of Caribou.
Yeah. Cord does not hesitate. He's just in, and then he is out. Got it, sir.
Thank you.
And then you manage to calm Caribous, and afterwards it seems like it's calming down more, calm enough that you can able to get the shoes on them. But you just have to. It's basically, well, none of this is damaging or consistent. It is very inconvenient.
Yes.
He goes, I hope you understand why we were sort of tardy.
Yes, I completely understand. I have no more John and... Oh, God. What was the... Who was the other one I sent?
Micah.
John and Micah.
Micah. I have John and Micah with Nybor trying to find Henrik for the tournament, to get ready for the feast tonight.
Oh, I see.
I better get back and get ready as well.
Understood.
I'll
all right.
give Caribous a nice pet, feed him a carrot, and be on my way.
Poor horse.
As you are leaving the stables, you hear a voice just go. I think just go. Damn it, Sam! We have to keep going. We can't keep staring at the. And you look over and you see what is essentially a round ball that is maybe like a small boy.
Oh.
You see basically the most obese child you've ever seen in your entire life.
It's little baby Sam.
It's a Parisian carrot.
Yes, a little Parisian carrot of a boy. He has a mop, like an awful bowl cut of dark brown hair, and very dark brown eyes. And he just goes like, But Father, I was interested to see how the horses slept, and you see standing above him, your old war companion and the commander of the Reach's armies, the Grand Marshal of the Reach, Randall Tarley. This is basically of the most important people in the Reach. This guy is number 2. And he kind of looks up and he goes, "Tadric, is that you?"
Randall!
"Good
How
to
have
see
you
you, man."
been?
And he immediately goes for grasp your arm, and he
Yeah.
grips it really fucking tight.
Oh, do I need to do a strength test for this one?
If you both want to just
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
gripping each other, absolutely.
Impromptu arm wrestling. Oh.
All right, athletics and strength.
Who
Here we
has more
go.
testosterone?
Let's do it. Fuck yeah,
20.
you got this.
Yeah, absolutely. Both you and Randall just begin to squeeze, and he goes, "Good to see you left that off." And I think in these many years of peace, and then both of you pull your arms away. He goes, "What are you doing out here? Didn't think you jousted."
I was just, no, I was just checking on my horse. Apparently there was some, I'll lower my voice, some, interlopers last night. They
What?
covered my horse in shit.
Well, have they been found?
I believe it was a group of them.
Have they been found?
I look over behind me at Cord, raising an eyebrow.
They shake their head.
And apparently they also killed a small stable boy.
God damn it! And the gold cloaks haven't found them. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, the security around here. I mean, what can we expect? It's been sacked once already.
Mm-hmm.
State affairs. And he just kind of shakes his head. He goes, "Oh, God. No! Sam! Get your ass over here!" And you see the little sad kid seem to, waddle off. And he begins to, and he goes, "Diedrich, this is my eldest. Samwell." "Samuel, this is Lord Tedric Weirlight. He fought in the rebellion with me, and you show him respect." He goes, he goes, "Father, I need to pee. Can I please go to pee now?" And he goes, and you see Randall look just disgusted. He goes, "Sorry about this, Weirlight."
The boy needs to pee.
He
It
goes,
happens.
"He needs a lot more than that." Too soft. Let my wife. Yeah, let my wife raise him. Too soft on him, I say. And he just kind of shakes his head at him. Goes, "Well, I'll see you at the feast tonight. And hopefully by then, those men will be found and quartered for their fucking disrespect. God damn,
Indeed.
one rebellion and all these fucking small folk actually believe they can do things to their betters. Should be strangled in the crib, I swear." And you just
Yes. I was wondering, have you
Yes?
heard any rumors about House Weirlight?
rumors. Do I look like a woman to you, Tedric? I don't hear
Well,
rumors.
I mean,
Rumor,
from last
unless a
week.
man has said by face, or I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Rumors are nothing to me. So no, Tedric, I have not heard rumors.
Adam Dannett is spreading lies, but they might not be
Adam Dannett.
lies to him. There's a
Misunderstanding,
third
eh?
party- Yes. A third
Well, I'm
party
sure you'll
is-
resolve it. And he
Yeah.
slams you. I'm sure you'll resolve it. I know the Dannets and your family have always been at odds, which never quite understood myself. But you know, a good rivalry keeps the blood hot and alive.
Yes,
But
it does.
what I know about Adam, I think Adam Dennett is he's a straight shooter. Always speaks directly. Appreciated that. Like you, Tedric. I'm like,
Thank you.
like, your son's here, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's actually being fetched at the moment to be prepared for the feast tonight.
Fetched? What's he doing? Like, where is he that he
He
isn't
went
at your
off to
beck
go
and command?
train with. Well, he went off to go train with the hedge knight that he met.
Like, train, eh? Well, that's good. We need more, more martial in this day and age. Everyone's so obsessed with these tournaments. Ever since the Greyjoy died down and learned their fucking place, we haven't had a good strong war in a good while. Like, men are getting weak, Tedric, but we need to stay strong. You'll keep your men strong, won't you, Tedric?
I always do.
Of
Always
course.
have.
And he punches you in the arm.
I will return that punch.
Like, he goes, ha! He just... He immediately goes, ha! The good one. See that, Samwell? That's how men talk to each other. And then Sam starts crying. And he just goes, God, and he just, like, hits him upside the head and begins to, walk him away. See you at the feast!
Of course, see you then. And I shall now try my best to proceed back to the inn.
Absolutely. All right. Look at oh my god! Look at all your faces.
Poor little Sam. Poor little
little
Parisian
Sam.
carrot.
Yeah. Samwell's his what's it called drawbacks are he is a craven and a coward.
All the things his
Oh, Jesse,
father
we have you back
despises.
now.
Yes.
Oh, great. Aaron, do you have to realign everything now?
No.
Oh, good.
Because his little icon thing never went away, so I just threw up the icon. So
Got it. Understood. Okay.
I'm not
So-
going back onto Discord on my computer, though.
that's okay. You do what you can.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is at this point that, God, who would be left?
I wonder
Clarissa.
who.
We aren't going to see Clarissa until the parade.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I don't know if anyone else wanted to talk.
No,
or-
she's with Aaron.
She's with me.
She's with
I don't know if Vivienne and Marielle
Right.
want to talk.
Well, then, what we're
I
going to
probably
see
would have
is-
descended to the common area when I was done because
Right, which I will say will be in a bit.
Yeah.
But Nymora
Hello.
and Henrik,
Yes.
you, Jean, and Micah have quickly raced Henrik as quickly as you can, of course, trying to keep him covered. No one sees him. And just sort of racing him across town back to the Green Tree Inn.
Is there question?
Yeah.
Is there just like a quick alley once we're in like a place that's like not terrible, or like an alcove or something where we can just stop and let Henrik put on a shirt?
Yes.
I've
absolutely.
just like barely got my shoes on. And then we're like, let's go.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. Yeah, you can if you want to try and like.
I'd like to get a shirt on.
What you do notice, Nymora, is chest and rib area is dark purple.
Mm-hmm.
And those don't look like casual fist fight bruises. Those look like something might be wrong with Henrik now. Bruises.
Fine. I'm fine.
It's
Not
of course you're
fine.
fine.
We're going to have Thorsten take a look at you.
That's
Okay.
good. Yes,
Regardless.
and yeah, kind of gets says when you
Yeah, all right.
put your shirt on you.
Oh, there's that
you
thing.
do find the dragon bone knife.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I keep that like close to my chest. Just walk with it like tight
Absolutely.
and everything.
Absolutely.
I have my sword back, right?
Your sword. That's right. You do have your sword.
I don't have my money, do I?
No,
Yeah,
you don't know where that
figured.
was. The
I
sword was
figured.
an obvious thing, but the money
Okay.
was not.
Okay, that's fine.
You don't have your cape either.
Yeah, the guy took it.
It's on a dead guy.
On
Covered
a
in
dead
blood.
body. And he rot in hell with it. All seven hells.
It's covered in poison blood.
That was my beautiful new seafoam cape. I was really excited about that. Okay, it's fine.
Yep. Well, maybe don't wear your best cape when you're solo sleuth.
No, but it was just, it just felt good with the theme, being by the docks and the ocean. I had this nice seafoam cream cape.
You accessorized
with the
for
ocean.
your location.
Of course I did.
Boy. This
Oh,
boy.
Richmond if I ever heard one.
Right.
I'm gonna not accessorize for sleeping.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So you get him a shirt on, get him situated. He still doesn't look good. So you kind of I'm guessing kind of cover him as you go.
We're still
How's
gonna
my-
poke around.
Sorry, how's my face look? I got punched in the jaw once, right? How's my face look?
Your
can't
face,
see.
you didn't get punched in the face. You got punched in the
Ah, okay, sorry.
and the diaphragm,
Right, that's
which
so
then
sad.
made you vomit.
I remember
uh,
that twice. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
that.
no, they never hit your face. Your perfect, pretty face,
The professionals,
A
as they
good
kept
little boy
saying.
face.
boy
No.
face. Yeah, and then you do make it back, Namor, unhindered, to the Green Tree Inn.
Mhm.
As you enter the common room, you do see there are people here. You see the two Dornish knights, and you see Orton Lugus. Orton sort of looks up. He does the thing where he's like, as you come in, Jean immediately starts like moving Henrik to his room, because you don't see any member of your house actually. And begin to basically get I guess Thorsten would be out here technically. So Thorsten's out here. So Namora, do you wave Thorsten down?
Yeah, I let John take him
Yeah.
upstairs. Though not before I give John just kind of like a look, just like
Mhm.
not like angry, but just like, bruh.
He gives you like a very flat look back, like
Mhm.
of like we both look of like we both know some shit just went down, and we know we were probably going to talk about this at one point, but like
Mhm.
you know,
Okay, my look is
Put a
amended
pen in
to
it.
bruh, respectfully.
bro, respect, understood.
Yeah,
Respectfully.
Respectfully, bruh.
Bruh.
yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
Understood.
But then I will go and get Thorsten and just to take him kind of aside, trying to make sure that no one else can hear.
Sure.
And just be like, you should probably go upstairs and take a look at.
Yeah, he nods and just gets up and all right, and goes forward. All right, Henrik, you make it back to your room.
Yeah.
There is something immediately like everything kind of rushes out of you very quickly as you are put in a place that's familiar, a place that you slept in. It's comfortable. It smells like Thorsten, which doesn't smell bad.
No, but it's just very like wax candles and parchment and just like
yeah.
weird dusty
Has a
library
smell of
smells
some portions of home. Yes.
That's how we
Yeah, and as you kind of sit down there and kind of breathe out, I would like you to make hold on. A will roll.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna collapse on my bed. Well, would courage or dedication fall under this?
No,
Okay.
neither of those.
Okay. Checking.
Nice.
9, pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. So you sit down and you feel a lot, and you start to feel just the realities of sort of a bit of what you just went through.
Am I alone right now?
Jean and Micah are there.
Yeah. Okay.
They kind of like, it's all right, you're safe here, you're good here, and Micah kind of does look to you and say, and it will just say like, my lord, it's all right. And he looks at those soft, light chocolate eyes Micah has.
I'm just like doing slow, shaky breaths and sort of like trying to fold into myself and like kind of that ring of redness around my eyes, like right before you're gonna say it. I'm not crying, but it's like it's so close, just like you feel so overwhelmed. It's like just trying to take breaths just to calm myself down. I was like, it's okay, you're fine, you're fine. Like,
and Micah then goes, and then Thorsten kind of comes in, and Jean immediately goes, we'll guard the door. And then Micah and Jean leave. Naimora, do you come in?
No, Naimora is waiting downstairs.
Gotcha.
I just sit down at one of the tables and just like put my head in.
All right. Thorsten will come in and sort of look at you and kind of go, ugh, and kind of tell you to take off your shirt. The usual stuff.
I'm probably used to this, like, you know, like
he's your doctor.
But I'm like real hesitant to like do anything. Like it's really slow.
He just like sits and he does what Thorsten always does, and he just stares with a calm, patient smile.
That helps a little bit, but it's like it's just I don't want to see it because then that makes it more real for me. So it's like slowly take everything back off and eventually let him do what he has to.
Yeah, Thorsten will diagnose you and sort of like take some instruments and kind of go over you. He will take like a small knife and cut a small part of you, and just like, okay. Like tells you to lie down, he tells you to breathe out a lot. And he asks you if it hurts when you breathe in, hurts when you breathe out. All that good stuff.
Yeah. I also, because I knew he would probably suggest this, I refuse any milk with a poppy.
He kind of looks at you, and he goes, "Are you sure?"
I'm sure.
Nods. Very well. He just he won't push it. And as you're kind of calming and everything's kind of rushing out of you, it is at this point where I would like you to make what's it called? What is the specific thing that I always forget that it's called?
Endurance.
I need you to make a endurance resistance check.
I remember what it was. Like I had to make that a lot last time. I remember this.
You did.
Endurance. I don't have any specialties now, so just regular endurance.
11.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, you are still kind of going off of a bit of what's been going on, a bit of the adrenaline, and the adrenaline begins to kind of drop away, and the shock kind of begins to drop away, and your body is immediately racked with immense pain. However, you do manage to sort of like bite down and not fully show it, but it now does hurt to breathe.
Yeah. tell Thorsten that, and like where exactly it hurts, like breathing in and out, feeling
Yeah, and he
pressure.
kind of presses. He goes, you feel? He's
Yep.
like, do you feel? You're like, ha
Yep. There. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yep. And then he goes, well, you have some fractured ribs.
Like eyes closed, just.
We're going to Naimora, you are out in the common room.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just like sitting at a table, like going? What's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sitting at a table and just like doing that thing where it's like I start off just like maybe like tapping my fingers on the table and then like jittering and just absolutely vibrating with furious energy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm staying. I am staying down here.
Okay.
'cause-
Mm-hmm. You do hear to your you do hear to your left. Naimura.
Huh? Oh,
You see Orton Lugas, like, I know it's
hi.
not. I know it's not my business, but are you all right? What's going on?
I'm just men being men.
Kind of looks at you for a bit. And goes, okay. And he seems to back off.
Thank
Like, all right.
I wouldn't say no to some company, though.
Smiles. And he sits down. Vivienne. There's a knock on your door.
Oh, excellent. Yes?
It's Micah.
Micah! How... Yes?
Lady.
Were you able to get Hendrik? How was he?
We were, but there was an incident.
Oh? Is he fine? Did he fall off his horse? Is...
We are not entirely sure what happened.
Goodness,
but
boys, they never know when to just stop roughhousing,
we
I
believe
swear.
someone attacked him.
What?
I like we don't know detail. We didn't ask, but
Are the culprits still at large? Do you...
according to Henrik, they're dead.
Oh, well, good. Now we don't have to actually murder people now.
But I don't believe he's well.
Has Thorsten seen him?
Thorsten is looking at him right now.
Has anyone else?
Seen him?
Mm-hmm.
We tried to keep him covered as much as we could, my lady.
Mm-hmm. Does the rest of does Tiedrick know?
Well, I was hoping he'd be in his room.
Oh no, he went out. Or actually, I didn't see him except for this morning, so
Yeah.
I assume he's out.
Yeah, he's not here.
All right.
But not John, Naimora, and I found, and
All right.
we're not really sure what happened.
Mm-hmm. And I'm
sure
gonna
he
go.
gets
I'm going to his room.
He's okay. Like, I guess I'm done.
I will turn like Micah. Thank you. You,
course.
John, and the others. Thank you.
Of course.
And I'm gonna go to my son's room.
Yeah. So, the door opens. John, of course, like, as you kind of walk up, John very quietly, a bit of a.
It's a bit of what I didn't hear that.
He's in a bit of a state.
Mm-hmm.
and will open the door and let you in. And you do see Henrik lying on his side, kind of like just beneath his pectorals and kind of abrasion is all just purple. And and other small things, if you stare at him for a bit, you do notice other things like his wrist, the skin on his wrist looks chafed and torn, and his hair is a mess, and he looks in pain.
I see.
Henrik, you see your mom come.
Oh no!
I'm not gonna rush over because I'm sure Thorsten is like looking at me with his utensils like I just fixed him. Don't touch him.
Like, hey.
He's not even beginning to wrap him. He's just like
5 feet. They went.
Mm-hmm. Well, what happened?
Oh God.
Is you
At
you are
first,
you and your friend all right? You were attacked.
No, Mama, it wasn't that. I'm sorry, I was so stupid. Like look at Thorsten. Like, how long till Thorsten like is like done with this? Because it feels weird.
a
If, like,
while.
okay.
He's like,
So like Thorsten's like.
he's like, listen, like he's a matron. People talk around him. He's just like,
I still
Okay.
got a job to do.
he's
Alright.
ignoring what's happening. He's just
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah. Thanks. No, I going to the docks alone to try to find someone.
Why didn't you take Kale with you? We have guards to go with you.
Looks up and just like the redness and like almost brimming tears, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to do.
Gotta get this gauze out.
Yeah, of course, it's just in the background. So, all right, step a little bit. Get there we go.
Who were you looking for that would make you do something so... Who are you looking for?
I was. This, and I'll show her the dagger.
Yeah, Vivian, you see a incredibly finely made dragon bone dagger.
That is quite an expensive gift you gave yourself, son. Wait, you said...
I wish I gave it to myself, Mother. I found it by a door this morning early, and I don't know. Like I said, I could try to do this on my own.
Why did you think you could do it on... No.
Apparently, I can't. Apparently, I can't do anything on my own.
You
'cause
can't.
I'm just
No,
useless.
my son... And I'm like keeping myself from going up to hug him because he's so hurt. I just want to... Can I like tap his foot? No, that's probably gonna be worse too. I'll
But
go
you, like-
around. I'll go around Thorsten, like grab his hand or something. Not squeeze, but my delicate lady hand. I have no strength.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take your hand.
Henrik,
I'm
there
so
are
sorry,
many.
Mama. I didn't.
No,
I
don't.
wasn't thinking.
There are lessons that the seven teach us. I know I'm quoting scripture.
I was so close to rolling my eyes, but I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But this is a lesson Henrik, you may be able to do incredible things for a man your age, but there are some things you cannot do on your own. That is what your family is for. Now, I don't know where you got the idea to go off on your own, but I am resisting the urge to yell at you because, given your situation, I hope you learned something from this. I am so happy you're safe, though.
And like doesn't really want to meet her gaze right now. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
I still have Vivian's hand in mine, but I don't think I can meet her eyes. I know.
Mhm.
I know I let everyone down, and I let you down before, and I just wanted to try. If this made things better or gave us some light in the situation, and I thought it might, I just think useful once and not have it depend on Father or any of the guards. I just wanted to do something that could help us and help our family the way I see Father do.
My
And I wanna try to
sweet boy. Do you ever see your father do anything on his own? Do you?
I've seen him command on his own. I know he's strong enough to do that. I know I'm strong enough to do that.
The last time I saw your father went to war with hundreds of men at his side and at his back. The most recent time, you and Naimora were at his side. Your father is a great lord because he has people he can rely on when he cannot do it himself. You have many skills. But there are some things I hope you know you can rely on us to do so. And I am so sorry that of all the things that your father and I have taught you, we left you lacking in so many other ways that you felt that you had to do this on your own. But the one thing you need to do, my precious, sweet boy, is stay alive.
Track record at doing that.
Well, you're here, so you might be going in the right direction at least a bit.
No, I've gotten lucky since then, but I didn't get out of there on my own. Someone helped me.
Do you know who?
No, I think I would tell Naimora a little bit too, as well, but I'll show him again. No, it was a man I hadn't seen before. He just walked in and took care of almost all of them in there. I was just able to get out myself, barely. I'll describe what he looks like. I don't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, describe it again.
Very tall, scarred face, closely shaven head.
Sorry.
I'm sure I don't know who that is.
You do not know that.
Yeah, okay.
You don't associate with anyone who looks like that.
I didn't think so.
That sounds like a ruffian. Ew.
No, I didn't think so. It's just like I didn't think you would. I don't like keeping secrets from my family, especially from you anymore.
Well, we can ask Clarissa if she knows of anyone, but this, and I kind of gesture to the knife with my fan, if you don't know what this is, Clarissa and Thorsten, I'm sure between the two of them have a wealth of information to tell you what that is.
Thorsten's
That
been
is-
looking at it. He's
Yeah.
just been like,
This is something very expensive, and the only thing I know of gift giving is that if it's an expensive gift, people want you to know who gave it to you. So, for it to be anonymously given is
Yes.
suspicious.
No, I thought that too. That's why I thought I could find them. Wasn't anything on it except my name. That was it.
All right. Well, your father will know what this is. I will.
Okay.
Mhm.
Way to get around that.
We'll try to temper it as much as we can. You know, your father can be many things.
I'll look over at Thorsten and ask, am I okay to go tonight to the...
Oh, you're
You know.
going.
Yeah. I can stay. I don't know if he's gonna try to like force me down.
So,
Or
yeah,
anything,
well,
but
Thorsten
I could
says-
stay and I will go.
Thorsten basically says, as your maester, I would recommend bed rest and some treatments.
Mm.
But if I am to be ignored and wishes of the house are to supersede me, which happen, I would suggest, my lord, before donning your armor, take some milk of the poppy.
Have you not been taking milk of the poppy?
He has refused it.
Don't need it.
I don't know much, for I am just a woman, but I would assume wearing a full plate of armor would take quite a bit of strength. Why are you refusing help, son?
Hunter takes a full minute. Like
Uh-huh.
I don't have an answer for this.
Because I must be a man, and men must endure pain.
I know that how, at the very least, I know how it's made and how it can be extremely addictive. And I know that if I would take it,
I will tell you
Right.
right now, Aaron, addiction isn't a thing that exists in my people's minds.
I don't say that. Oh,
Milk
well,
of the poppy is good. Everything's good.
but I know that
Drugs.
It's
like,
just medicine.
I know it's not like
Listen.
in the common case of like an opioid addiction, but like, we
No.
know that people drink a lot though. And like,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they drink it when they feel bad.
all right.
That's it. No,
Okay.
nobody knows anything about addiction.
Okay.
There's not
was
like
thinking-
there's not like opium
Right.
addicts in
As-
King's Landing like going. "Brr."
There are no
Because only
opium dens
nobles have
here,
access
no.
to it.
Right, my
Milk
bad.
of the poppy, I
my
feel
beef.
like is
Like-
Game of Thrones Vapo Rub. That's what it is.
Like it is, right? Now in real life and in game, no one knows that, and maesters for sure are not. If they do know, do not tell anyone that. Also, the concept of being an addict doesn't make sense to a lot of people during this stage.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like drunkards are like the only. That's the
Yeah,
only
right.
thing.
Like, oh, he likes the booze, that man, but like we
Yeah.
call him alcoholic.
Well, then in this case, since I don't know that it's addictive, I'll just be like, I don't want to be. Henrik sees it as sort of like this crutch he has to use, like,
Oh my. God.
because he did this happen and you might be seen as weak, he can't handle this pain. It's a completely like it's in his own head, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't say that, so I can't react.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
kind of shrug. Henrik just sort of shrugs, and it's like,
You know, this will make it more difficult than it has to be. You don't have to go. You don't have to be in pain.
anymore. don't want to be this way anymore.
Be what way?
It was kind of quiet. Just cats in hands, like I'll take some before.
Henrik, be what way?
Milk.
Thank you, Thorsten.
Crouched in the corner.
He's probably dosing it out right now to hand to you.
Thorsten. I don't know if it's something you drink. Do you drink it?
It is something you drink.
It's milk. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
milk of the buck.
Good milk. Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't taste bad.
I don't
Fine
answer
flavor.
Vivian, by the way. Yeah, completely.
Alright.
Stays real quiet and like kind of keeps his head down. Just
Yeah,
sips on
he'll
the.
look at you. Doris will look at you.
milk.
I go. Like I think he needs to lie down for a bit.
Right, right.
I'll stay here, of course.
Mm-hmm. And I'll head to the door. Before I go, I'll I'll lean down and kiss Henrik's forehead, and it's like, I cannot speak for your father except for his love for you, but I am not disappointed in you, Henrik. You and your brothers and your brother and sisters, you are my life. I just want to make sure whatever choice you make, that you can thrive in that choice. And that your house that you will rule after your father stands with you in those choices.
I know. Thank you, Mima. I am not your fault.
No, I mean, there are some things I can take fault in. Very much so. But I'll leave you to your rest. Have Thorsten and Clarissa look over that knife for certain. And I'll
Yeah. All right. Cool. We will quick cut to Mariella. Mariella, you're getting ready, of course. Everything's getting set for you. You're doing the incredibly long process of doing your hair.
Braids, yes.
where
Very
Constance
nice.
kind of like keeps hearing something and kind of goes out, kind of goes back and goes, I think something's going on. Looks like Micah and John are back. And Nymora too. I think. No, it's her. It's so hard to tell from a distance sometimes.
Help me finish this quickly, and then we can ask.
I go, I don't know if I can, but if we could throw a shawl on it if you want to go out there.
Then why don't you go ask? I will continue this.
And she goes, my lady, and
I proceed to like maybe not make it as complicated as it was going to be, and like, but like still make it generally presentable, because I imagine like there are going to be hairpins.
oh
Like,
god, yeah, no,
generally in there and stuff,
So many.
because we're braiding it now so that it can be kind of down and like wavy and textured
Exactly.
for later.
Yes, you exactly.
Plan ahead.
So yeah, Constance goes outside for a bit. She comes back in, and it says, so apparently your brother got brought back. He's hurt. I don't know how badly, but he sound apparently something happened. He got attacked or something. I don't know.
Are my parents with him right now? I imagine Thorsten.
Your mother is. I don't know. I thought for something, but your mother's in there. She seemed, according to Micah, she seemed upset going in. Uh,
Ow.
you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
my elbow.
No more from downstairs.
Ow.
Cavernous general room, yeah.
Echoey.
Do you? I could wrap your hair up real quick if you want to go see him.
Um, I'm almost done with it.
Okay.
I think I don't think I can see him right now, but
He
I'd
not-
probably like to speak with Sean, Micah, or Nymora. So, if you can help just lay out some more, and I'll finish.
Yep. Yep. So she lays those out. All right, Vivian, you come out. You see Nymora. Looks like just sitting, chilling with Orden Lugas. Jean and Micah, of course, standing outside Henrik's room.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looked like you saw maybe Constance go back into Mariella's room, in the other girls' room. Anything you like to do before?
I don't know, cause so I kind of want to like waylay Tedric. That way I can like give him all the information. Like, your son was attacked. The people who did it are dead. That's the important part. They're dead.
Mhm.
I did. Yeah. So I guess I'll let the Oh, I don't know, cause they're like, he's their lord, so I don't know how far I can press that. Ooh, actually.
Yeah, it's a little. I mean, you also don't know when he's gonna get back. You don't
Yeah, that's
know where
also
he
true.
left to.
Yeah, that's also true. So, I'm kind of stuck here. I guess I'll Tedric to come back and maybe try to catch him before, like, because they're gonna tell him. Maybe catch him before he goes into Henrik's room, maybe. But yeah, if I just saw, I'll ask Micah and John. Was that Constance?
They nod.
Did you tell her what happened?
Yeah, from what we know,
Mm-hmm.
just that
All right.
Henrik got hurt.
Okay. So maybe his sister will be. Maybe he'll speak to his sister more than he'll speak to me. All right then. And then I'll just go.
Go back to getting ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Okie dokie.
I don't know if that'll work because you're like the Lord, so you gotta go your own best. Sorry, I should meet my.
Yeah. Tedric. After a while, you finally get back dealing with all that tedium. You see Nymora, looks like, is back, and then you also see Jean.
Jean, and then you cut out.
Micah, up near Henrik's room.
I'll walk up to Nymora.
Jean. Alright, you go up to Nymora. Nymora, your lord.
It takes her like a solid couple of seconds before she notices that. Before like I notice that he's there, and then Lord Dietrich.
Nymora.
You see, she's sitting next to Orden Lugas. He goes, Lord Tedric.
Lord Lugas.
He then sees they looking at each other, and he's like,
So, did you find Henrik?
Yes.
Can I feel? Can Teacher feel there's like tension in the air?
She's vibrating in her seat. I'm like visibly vibrating with pent up energy. Yes, we found Henry. But
Good. Is he getting ready for the feast?
Mm,
And he goes, "Excuse me," or just kind of stands up, and just kind of like,
by order.
and like, Nimora, Diedrich goes back over to his book and is just like, "All right."
Nope.
Before I say anything else, my lord, you should know that Henrik is alive and he is safe, and that I do not believe there has been any permanent damage.
So, Diedrich, that is the first thing you hear.
I will
Great.
look up to John. Has he seen me?
He sees you.
Is he looking at me?
He's looking at you. He will kind of immediately go towards you and then go up to your ear very quietly and be like, "Your son was attacked and we believe held captive for a small amount of time. He is injured. We don't know how bad Thorsten's treating him right now. We don't really know the details of what happened. Just know that all the people involved are dead."
Aaron, you said that Henrik would have told Nimora about the man he saw, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I am going to say right now, Henrik kind of the just
now?
did.
What?
That Henrik was in shock.
That's fair.
Never mind. I didn't.
Yeah, I would say afterwards for sure. I'm sure y'all are going to talk, but in this moment,
Right.
you were a bit in shock, and they were kind of more like, "We need to have you not be in this awful."
No,
town."
I just thought, like, I think I remembered, like, at the last session, I was like, oh, someone help me. I don't know where they are. And
Someone
that
help
was
them.
it,
You don't
so.
know where they are. Yeah, I think that was it. You're all aware of that. Yeah, but John basically says, TJ, like, we don't know the details. But Thorsten's looking over him right now. He's
All right.
but it is as Nomura says. Yeah, right. But John does say, but Nimora says.
He
It doesn't.
safely made sure that
He
was
could
covered.
walk, so
Made sure that he was covered on the way home.
no one saw him. Oh god.
I will pat them both on the shoulders and I will
Oh, no.
proceed up to the room.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Yep. Micah just kind of like nods to you.
Just look at John and just like, does that mean that are we going to be executed later? Is that what I'm getting mixed signals?
He just shrugs. It's just like, I don't know.
Maybe.
And
I will enter the room.
all right, yeah. You see your son. Here we go again. You see your son sat up on the bed. He's currently having some bandages wrapped around him by Thor.
Yeah.
And you do see this deep purple on him. You do also immediately notice he has torn skin around his wrists. And you can't help but seeing him where you found your Thor. I'm sorry, but you can't help but immediately have a flashback to that moment where you opened the door to find your brother bound and tied when he was kidnapped all those years ago. and it looks like Henrik has similar injuries, but from the purple on his chest, looks like maybe you immediately assume he was beaten, for sure. Henrik, you're feeling a little good on milk of the poppy. However, you were given a very dose, so you are coherent.
Okay.
You
Good.
are aware of what's going on.
Thorsten, can I get a little more, please?
Quick, make me stupid.
Please give me an propulsive. God damn it.
So, Henrik,
Fuck me.
how did the
Yes.
training go with the hedge knight?
God damn it. Poorly. I'm just like looking, just like, considering I never went anywhere near a hedge knight. I lied to
You're doing good so
Thorsten.
far. Continue.
Oh God. Just biting my tongue right now to not yell and cause more pain to myself. I went out alone to the docks to try to do some investigating. And I unfortunately got lost, got attacked, and held up in some small room for a while. This happened. Gestured my entire body.
Yeah.
And
Mhm. Those marks on your wrist look like you were bound.
I
Mind telling
was.
me about that?
Yes, the people that, hit me also
I don't know.
hostage for a while. When I got lost, someone hit me over the head. I was trying to find my way. When I woke up, I was bound in this dark room. After I tried to find a way out, and I think they wanted to ransom me. I didn't do anything, and they got mad at that. And they probably would have killed me, but
So, how did you
So-
escape this predicament?
well, I'd love to say that I, beat them in single-handed combat, all three of them. I did not. Someone, I don't know who they were, very tall man, came in and just started killing them. And there was a knife next to me, so I was able to get out. And after that, I left. Didn't really stop to ask who it was. Just had to leave. And then I ran into Nymora and John and Micah. They took me here.
All right.
I told Mother, by the way, that I was looking for this, so I guess you should know too. You're the Lord and all. So I put the knife. I don't know. I think Thorsten has the knife. But I'll dress her.
Well, it's just right next to you. Yeah, he hasn't
Yeah,
taken
so I'll
it
put
yet.
it.
He's been paying attention to you. You being
Yeah,
the
so-
Lord and whatnot, the heir
Thank
and
you.
whatnot.
Yeah.
I'll reach out for the knife.
That was on my doorstep this morning. I was trying to find out who sent it to me, since there wasn't any identification on it.
So the knife was just sitting there outside your door.
Yes.
It's not looking like somebody would have just dropped this.
No, I don't think
So-
so. It was wrapped up. A lot of effort if it was just an accident.
Is that dragon bone, Thorsten?
Thorsten nods. He goes, "It is. It is, Lord."
And I will hand it back to Henrik.
Take it.
Well, you at least did one thing right today. You didn't lie to your father.
It's only because you weren't awake then. So didn't really get the chance to disappoint you.
Think you went out on misconceived notes. But I do hope that you see him grind his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
You see his jaw muscles just clench. That this has been a learning experience.
Oh, don't worry, Father. I learned plenty. I think Thorsten said I should get some rest. Don't worry, I'll be up for the, what is it called? The
Parade.
feast or something like that? Parade.
The parade and then
I'll
the
be
welcoming
there.
feast.
Yes. So,
Against my wishes.
yeah, thank you, Thorsten. Yeah. I think I'd like to be
All
alone.
right, Thorsten, make sure that he gets his rest so that he is ready for the parade.
Nods.
I look at Thorsten. How bad is it?
He has several fractured ribs. No breaks, but they are. The armor should hold him a bit together. It's luckily he doesn't have any injuries on his collar. But I will say if he's to joust tomorrow, I would suggest holding your shield arm strong.
Will do, Thorsten. Thank you.
Smiles. Goes, of course, I think he should be in rest, but House Weirlight must march on. This is why I suggest I have regimented out what will be good. He just basically is like, milk of the puppy.
Yes.
You drink this now before you put your armor on again. Drink this only if you've urinated. If you haven't urinated, don't drink this until after you put your armor on. It just like gives you several.
Really confused about how this is going on. Yeah.
Really direct doctor instructions.
Yeah.
Like
If you have not pissed out some of the milk of the puppy, you cannot take some of the milk of the puppy.
Yeah. Only take this as directed. Yeah,
as-
sure,
You take a
sure,
diuretic
Thurston.
while you're wearing full armor. It's
Mhm.
so bad.
It's bad. He goes, I would suggest, my lord, kind of looking at you, Diedrich, that we fit him with a brace while he wears his armor. Tighten it up.
Yes. Let it be done.
Nods. All right.
Just glare at him as he walks out. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so Mariella, you definitely heard your dad come in. He doesn't walk quiet.
Awesome. Am I done prepping by the
Yes.
time he is leaving?
You see him
Like the
come
room-
out, and you see your father come out of Henrik's room.
I'm assuming it's like teacher can at least see out of the corner of the eye.
Yeah,
that
Diedrich,
Mariella's
you
also out.
see your daughter come out. She looks lovely.
I stopped there for a moment, just staring straight ahead, not at her, as I just walked out the door. And
Mhm.
oh, Mariella, you look just wonderful tonight. Or today.
It's getting close to evening.
From what I've heard, I seem to be in much better shape than my brother.
The whole jaw muscle thing again? Yes.
This is why I wonder why my mother questions my concern for my brother, as I made reference to this morning.
Your mother has questioned of your concern for your brother.
I asked if we had seen him when we all conversed in the morning and informed me I should not concern myself with my brother and his whereabouts. But then again, I have also been counseled that I should branch out and see other things and deal with new people. So,
Okay.
how exactly would we like to present ourselves? If anybody asks, I'm not familiar with what exactly Henrik's state is, but I'm assuming we would like to have some sort of answer we would like prepared.
He had a long morning training.
Understood. I'll go below and I'll wait for everybody else to assemble.
I will go down and get myself and have a pint of ale.
Yeah, you can get yourself a pint of ale. Are you gonna get by the way, Mariella, your dress isn't. You guys still gotta get your dress on.
Oh, okay. My dress not on. I can go get my
Just
dress
your hair.
on.
All
And
of
your
that
hair
time was
did.
just your
Yeah.
hair.
that's cool. I'm assuming I wore whatever I went to the green
Yeah,
in or
exactly.
whatever.
Yeah.
Hair first,
because-
then dress, then makeup touch up.
You have to understand how medieval women's dresses
Top
are.
to
They are
bottom.
built onto you,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
You gotta be sewn into them pretty much.
Yeah,
so.
and then you will be sewn out.
I would
So-
probably ask if I could possibly talk to Naimora while I'm getting ready, to my father, if I could borrow Naimora.
Of course.
So if Constance is with me, I'd probably have Constance go get her, and I would probably return to my room.
I am summoned. I respond to the summons.
From the one child that you don't continuously have to chase after.
Like Micah just leans over and just like, it's your turn, Naimora, get up here. And I just go. And I will knock, because I am respectful. And wait to be let in.
Yeah, I'll probably take a peek out, see if it's Naimora, and I'll fully open the door so then she can kind of come in.
Mm-hmm. You wanted to see me, my lady?
They haven't really told me my brother's state.
Okay.
How bad is it?
I shut the door. Or it's just me and Mariella, yeah?
Couldn't hear you, Tony.
And Constance.
Yeah, Constance.
There's always someone else in
She's
the room.
building the dress on her currently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like we were maybe only just starting the grafting of the
This
dress
entire
onto
conversation
Mariella.
is going to be Mariella standing essentially in pose as
I assert
Constance
my
is building-
dominance.
Yes.
The
Just
There's a second where Naimora opens her mouth and it looks almost like she's about to like relax, but then like her eyes like snap to Constance and she just like stiffens up a little bit again.
Yeah, I'll probably like nod then.
He's in stable condition, is my understanding. There was
Complication.
there wasn't, best we can understand, an attempt to kidnap him. But he is alive. He is safe. There is, as far as I know, no permanent damage. As soon as we got him back, Thorsten took a look at him. I have not heard anything since. My assumption is that he is alive and well, otherwise I would have heard about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. I'd probably turn to Constance. Like I'm assuming we're only like maybe a quarter of the way of grafting the dress on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Constance? I just had you know how my mother is fairly particular with her dress. Is there any way you could go and offer Jennifer if some of what I brought might be of assistance?
Yeah, Constance looks kind of at you and pretty hurt and goes, "Of course, my lady," and then just will leave.
Ooh.
It's I'll deal with it in a hot minute.
Yep.
Nymor is not going to say anything as long as Constance is in this room, and I need that info.
Mm-hmm.
The second that Constance does leave, the shoulders just like check door shut.
The door is definitely shut.
Rather went down to the docks to find the child, and then somehow got himself lost out of the roads. Best I can tell, probably where they were either going to, in the process of going to kill him and take all of his things, or were going to take all of his things and then try to get more somehow. Yeah, I don't. The whole thing with him this morning. That's why he went down there. Is that there was. He had all of his things, and then he had a dagger that I've never seen before.
It's possible that dealt with whatever one of the children that are here.
I don't. To be honest, I don't know. And I don't think I even know half of what happened. He was in shock when we found him. He came running like a bat out of the seven hells.
Hell of a man.
Running out of an alley. He was covered in bruises. He was only wearing his pants. He had no shoes.
All right.
John snapped at me.
Why did John snap at you?
Because hired swords should not care so much about the people that they protect.
Was that from Jean, or was that...
I don't know. That's not the point. The point is that he's safe. Maybe he's learned a valuable lesson about that he doesn't have to try and do everything on his own. that maybe he should be less stubborn. You're going to get more answers out of him than you are out.
He has not taken my counsel.
I didn't say he was going to take your counsel. I said you were going to get more answers out of him.
No, it's at least been since Father took him off to deal with the insurrection in the Isles, since he's been fully honest with me. I'm not sure if he will.
Maybe he will now. I mean, getting the piss beaten out of you will do that. Changes your perspective on things.
Yes, especially when I try to help. Most times he tells me to stop being our mother.
When
Thank
your
you.
mother went into that room, I didn't hear any shouting.
Thank you for telling me.
You also didn't hear any shouting when Tedric was in there either.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect to hear shouting from Tedric.
Right.
Not here, but
Not here.
quiet disappointment.
I believe I need to finish this. But has there been anything else going on within the house that I don't know about? Because I seem to be the last.
I mean, I'm as often in the dark about things as you are. I'm just here to hold the spear and look pretty.
Well, hopefully you will be able to unseat many a gentleman with a spear if you're entering the joust while we're here.
You might see me.
Hmm?
I said, you might see me. Maybe not.
Will you wear one of our tokens? Is that how I will know?
Do you want me to wear your token? Or is this the sort of thing that we're going to show your mother now?
No.
Huh?
My mother would be
That's a
furious.
very good way to get me fired forever.
This is very true. But
Mariella, can I ask you a question? This is before Constance comes back. We only have so long, but do you think sometimes that you would be better outside of this house?
would I be better if what?
Outside of this house. You think you'd be happier?
I think I'd get to be more me.
Maybe that's something to think about, yeah? Maybe leaving this house isn't going to be such a bad thing after all.
We'll see what my prospects are.
You're one of the most eligible ladies here. Your family is rich. Mm-hmm. And
Well,
besides, you always have Sir Walton to fall back.
well, we'll see how all of this with the Danets shake out. Like all of the mess that it is.
If I learn anything else, I promise I'll let you know.
Right. Well, let me have Constance back, so then I can be ready. Otherwise, the 7 hells will rain down on me if I am not ready when my mother expects.
My lady. Sketch a little bow.
Mm-hmm.
Back out of the room.
when Constance comes back, it's like I apologize.
You're muted, Tony.
When Nymora opens the door, Constance is just there.
Yeah. When Constance comes in, Nymora is gone. I apologize. And I tell her what Nymora shared with me.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah. Yeah, Constance kind of immediately is like, so he's okay?
Yeah. It's like, I don't share the part about will you be better away from this house. After that, I do
Sure,
not
yeah.
share that. But
Sure. But but she's like, yeah, is Henrik okay? He was kidnapped?
I don't know. I know Thorsten is in there with him.
Well, you should. They're like, well, you should go talk to him.
I don't think the audience below who would see me in partial dress would.
Well, obviously not now. You have to be fabulous and make him, and make him see how put together you are. No, you should, talk to him. I know, after everything, you two have been, which I understand. I do. And, I'm always going to have you back.
And I am sorry, but she wouldn't share as long as you were in the room.
Apparently.
She said John snapped at her regarding something of basically knowing her.
Well, Mariella, I know you don't know this but there is some gossip going around the servants at Weirlight Hall. That Nymora thinks she's your mother and not Ian. And all the servants have been talking about it, acting more like she's Owen Henrik's parent in public.
Yeah.
Apparently she said something in front of people at the wedding, and apparently Nymora is being watched.
I take it that this watch was issued by possibly one of my parents?
She shrugs. I mean, I would think so.
I
don't know who else
generally
this
think
would be
so.
watched by. I do know that Nymora was summoned to Mother's chamber a bit before we left, and a servant girl said that Nymora looked like she had seen a ghost after she had left.
That would make sense.
But that's the rumor among. Not that Nymora has become beginning to tell the nobility their business, and I don't know what's going to happen. So I understand why she's a little on edge. Especially, I get it, John. He's so stressed.
He always carries it right in his shoulders. Yeah. He's just constant.
With his daughter just getting her first blood. I think he's worried about his career that he's starting to actually build. So he probably took the initiative or something. I don't know why though. Did she say something?
I don't know.
That must have taken a lot. Respect, Nymora.
I think everything that's just going on right now, it's bringing things to a very fevered pitch.
Oh God, I know. I'm terrified about. I don't know, because if I just don't know. I'm trying not to think about it.
I have nothing to do but think about it, so I guess I'll take your portion.
If Naimura had said anything in front of me, I would lie. But if you ever need any gossip servants, let me know. Being a handmaiden makes a lot of the small forget that I'm a.
It wouldn't hurt to hear things, because I tend to be the last.
Oh, trust me, you are not the last to know. I think Mariella.
Who would you
I think-
deem to be the last to know, then? Amongst my family.
Amongst your family?
Just say
Like,
baby.
probably your baby sister.
There
Well,
you go.
you know Valena does not count.
Like, does she not? You said among your family. I thought, what game are we playing now?
With the ability to use verbiage.
Please, verbiage. I mean, what is ga ga ga? I've known men who only spoke ga ga ga, and I found them quite capable.
You would have
But we'll-
far better experience of that than I.
We'll kind of
but-
leave it there for now, and we will take a short break,
Da, da. All right.
and we will come back in about 15 minutes. Stay tuned. Go to the bathroom, get water, all that
What?
good stuff.
We'll be back.